Page 82, Auld Lang Syne. Okay, now this is another lead sheet. That's where they give you the melody and the chords above the staff, and you make up the accompaniment. You improvise. Well, the first thing to do is look it over and see what's here and get the melody down, because we want to be able to focus on the improvising, so the melody has to be pretty easy for you. So 4/4 time as a pickup beat, we're in the key of C major. Okay, no sharps or flats. Now for the melody, 4/1, 4, 1 and 2. So it's 1 in dotted rhythm again, and I like this fingering, 3, 2, 1. We need to be in this position we're starting here. Well, we're here. We need to be here, and this 3, 2, 1 gets us there. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2. Now 2 here, because we got an A. We need the fifth finger for the A, and 2, and 2, 3 here. And you cross over, second finger. Measure 8, just lift up and move here. And then measure 9 is 2, 3. Just reach up one key. And that's pretty much the melody, I think. 13, it's 2, 3 again. And then at the end, cross over. That's the melody. Hopefully you could have figured all that out without me having to play it and explain it, but I'll do it just the same. I don't know how well you're getting it. If you're getting this pretty well, you didn't need any of that from me. You could have done it all on your own. If you're struggling, you needed my help. So I offer my help for those who are struggling. Then we talk about the accompaniment. Well, let's get the chords down. Let's just use block chords. And what are they? They show them on page 83, but let's go through. We have a C chord, and then we have a G7 chord, and we're using the primary chords in the key of C. We just have, and this G7 chord, remember, is up here or here, but we just use this arrangement so we don't have to move the hand around. It's called a close position because it's close to where we are. Here. And then measure 3, you're back to the C chord. And then measure 4, it's an F chord, which is the 4 chord, here. And we just put it here because I don't want to move the hand. So. And the C chord, and these are the chords we're using throughout, just the primary chords in the key of C. Now let's try it together, and I'm just going to use block chords in the right hand. Whole notes. By the way, I didn't talk about the slurring and the phrasing. Go ahead and lift up in the right hand for the phrasing, between the slurs. The last of the first line here, lift up. Before you do that, it's like taking a breath. Playing block chords here so I can hear the harmony. Then once I have that, I can alter this because I don't want to be playing block chords all the time, and I don't want to be playing whole notes. It's kind of boring. So let's try something else. Well, they show a pattern on page 83 in the middle of the broken. This is just one of the broken patterns. There's thousands of broken patterns, and they're showing either half notes or quarter notes. So it's, if I do half notes, it's a little more interesting than block chords, not much, but if I do quarter notes in the left hand, okay, that's one other one. Since it's in 4/4 time, I could do the oboe bass. That works. It's quarter notes. Getting getting tired of playing the first line all the time. Let's jump down and play, start at measure 9. Here, C chord. So it's just a Alberti bass in the left hand. Okay. It's another pattern. We've tried other patterns. Vary the rhythm. You don't have to play quarter notes and half notes and whatever. You can get up. It's up to you and your imagination. There's no wrong answer. As long as it sounds good to you, go with it. Yeah. You also alter the melody too. It's just experiment. Go over and over and over. Just try different things. Don't play it all the same all the time. Just experiment. As far as the pedaling goes, I don't care for the pedaling in this at all. You don't. When you're experimenting with this, get the sound so you want to hear it clearly. Because then when you add the pedal, you got to experiment with that to understand the effect that sound is having too. Because their pedaling here, in my opinion, just blurs it up. It just makes it a mess. Covers up the phrasing, it just blah. So I don't recommend the pedaling they're suggesting. I know they're keeping it simple for you, but I would prefer, if you need it simple, leave the pedaling out. You don't need it. I'm not going to do a play with me because this is an improvised thing. This accompaniment is entirely up to you on how you want to play it. So just experiment and have fun with it.